Hi, am I in the air?
Do I have everybody's attention now? Do I have everybody's attention now?
Don, I got you.
Do I have everybody's
Sunday
attention
night.
now?
You put them cameras on me, then you must be willing to get that heart touch. This a must-see feeling. The news ain't good, then it must be villain. So I say a tag grounded. I don't trust these ceilings. Spread across your nose, and I'm on your ear. Highest necks on the cloud. Hammer in the air. Sunday nights, prime time. I flex mine better. Voltron transform to DX Don. Mega and off scene. You probably think I'm nice, cause I slow like a stream to your wireless device. And the smoke all the steam on any given night. How short like a piece of any given slice. And for the latest and what is best about, I tune in and tune the rest out. Don, you gotta tell them, am I in the clear? Is this thing on? Am I on the air? On the air?
Did the man in black send you? Oh, yeah, I'm glad he did. What is going down, everybody? Welcome back to another brand new episode of Am I on the Air? My name is Don Mega, and I am your humble host, and I'm so happy that you're here to join me once again to get caught up in the latest and the greatest when it comes to entertainment news, television, movies, non-spoiler reviews. You come right here to Am I on the Air? It's season 25. It's episode 6. Tonight's show is titled The Man in Black. We're going to be covering all the news and entertainment from October 18th through October 24th. Now, we're broadcasting live from the Red Dragons radio studios here in lovely Tucson, Arizona on a Tuesday. That's right, it is Tuesday, October the 25th. Typically, we do the show on Mondays. There's a good reason why we didn't. Because we dropped you something special yesterday. That's right, yesterday was time to assemble the Red Dragons crew. Myself, Friggins, Peeps, we came together. The Justice League was assembled, and we came together to do our Am I Still on the Air Black Adam spoiler review. So we broke it all down for you guys. We got together. We went live on YouTube last night, and for 2 hours, we broke down Black Adam. The things we liked, the things we didn't like, the future of the DCEU, our updated DCEU countdown, the post-credits scene. We went through the movie front to back. It was a fun time, and I think you will enjoy it as well. So that's what we did on our normal scheduled time on Monday. So I could not do another episode on the same night. Had to catch a breather, come back today focused and ready to provide you guys some great content. And I'm kind of glad I did, because there's some big breaking news that went out today, and we're going to talk about it later here tonight. I want to wrap the show up with it. So some bonus news that came out today. Typically was only going to do the news up through yesterday, but this is some big news that came out today, so we will touch on it. But yes, for the Black Adam spoiler review, it is available in 2 formats as always. You can go to our YouTube page, youtube.com/Am I on the Air, watch the video version. If you don't want to watch the video version, or you're just an audio file and you want to listen to just the MP3 version, it is available now on our podcast feed. So Apple Podcasts, Spotify, all the normal places you find it, you can listen to it in an audio-only version as well. So 2 choices, video, audio, the choice is yours. But make sure you listen to it because it's awesome. Tonight, I will non-spoiler talk about Black Adam. I'm going to touch on one TV program. And then, of course, we're going to get through the news of the week. So, you ready? Let's jump on in. Okay, so Black Adam, the new #1 movie in the world. And this is The Rock's biggest debut for a movie that he is the headliner of. So, we're not counting Fast and Furious movies, stuff like that, because it was an ensemble picture. This is a Dwayne Johnson-led film, and it is the biggest film opening of his career. $67 million here in the U.S., globally over $150 million in just the weekend. So awesome job. Congratulations to The Rock. And this is a movie that I've been very, very highly anticipating. On my most anticipated movies of 2022, this was my fourth movie, I think, my fourth most anticipated movie of the year. I've been waiting for this one. Y'all know me, I'm a big rock fan. I'm a big DC fan. So I've been waiting to see. And I went to the theater on the preview night in IMAX, and it was glorious. You know, I went into Black Adam with the mentality of give me a kick-ass action movie, give me some badass lines with The Rock, let me see some good fights, some great CGI, and let me just have a fun time at the theater. And that is exactly what Black Adam did. I walked out so thrilled at what I had just seen. And yes, I could sit and I could nitpick and I could say that should be better or this should have been better or man, they used that trope. Yes, there's a lot of stuff. And if you listen to our spoiler review, you'll hear us nitpick about some of it. But if you take away the nitpicking and you go in and saying, what kind of time did I have in the theater? I don't see how you can walk out of this movie and not have a good time. If you like action and you like comic book movies, how do you not walk out of this having a good time? That's my big question because, yes, I've seen the critic response. This is one of those movies that's very divisive from a critic to audience. The critic side is about 50%. The audience side is 90%. That is a big difference, guys. 90% of the audience says, this is great. I really enjoyed it. 50% of critics are like, nah, take it or leave it. So I always find myself to fall in line with the people. And that's why I do this podcast, because it's for the people. I'm not that snooty kind of critic, right? I've seen critics be like, I wish the story was deeper and blah, blah, blah. This isn't an Oscar film. This is a popcorn flick. Go in, sit back, and watch some kick-ass action. That's all you're supposed to get out of this. And that's what I got. And I had an amazing time at it. So much so that when I came home, I told my wife, I said, look, we're going to go watch Black Adam again this weekend. She did not see it with me the first time. My daughter did not go the first time either. So Saturday, we went back, family affair, watched Black Adam for the second time. Loved it just as much. This movie's badass. It's awesome. And it was a great entry into the DCEU. And if you haven't seen this film yet, and if you haven't been spoiled yet, stay for the after credit scene. There is one mid-credit scene, and it's pretty damn awesome. It sets up for some really cool stuff here in the future. Okay, so my star scale for Black Adam, and again, I'm going to preface this that my star scale has always been based on my enjoyment. What is my enjoyment of a film? Does it have replay value? You know, did I have a fun time? That's what I do. Black Adam is a 5 out of 5. It gave me everything I wanted and more. So, what can I knock on this film? Like I said, I can sit and nitpick, but it shouldn't take away from the grade for me because I had an amazing time and I would totally go see this again. So, Black Adam gets 5 out of 5. Lightning bolts from me. Okay, talking on the TV side of things, there's no new shows right now, but I did check out the new Netflix special from my man Fluffy. That's right, Gabriel Iglesias. He's got a new Netflix special called Stadium Fluffy, and it came out last week, and it's really, really funny. I actually had a flight for work, and I downloaded this on my iPad, and I watched it on the airplane, and you know, I kept chuckling throughout the entire flight, and people kept looking at me, but it's really funny. It's hard to not like Gabriel Iglesias. He's just such a down-to-earth dude and just seems so humble and nice. And I love that about him. And it really makes his storytelling connect. And this is a very vulnerable kind of storytelling special. He goes into some really personal stuff, and I appreciated that. And it's a long special, man. It's almost 2 hours, but he kills it, and the time goes by very, very quickly. So I highly recommend if you love stand-up comedy, especially if you love Gabriel Iglesias and you didn't know he had put out a new special, check out Stadium Fluffy, now streaming over on Netflix. So that's what I got for you guys, man. Pretty quick and to the point. We got Black Adam in theaters, 5 out of 5, and Gabriel Iglesias Stadium Fluffy now streaming on Netflix. So let's get on over to our box office. Coming in number 10, it's Triangle of Sadness. Number 9 is Amsterdam. Number 8 is Don't Worry, Darling. Number 7 is Terrifier 2. Look at that one keep creeping up, man. Little indie film. Number 6 is The Woman King. Number 5 is Lyle Lyle Crocodile. Number 4 is Halloween Ends. And I want to pause for a second because Halloween Ends is only in its second week and it took an 80% tumble in the box office. 80%. unheard of from a week 1 to week 2. This movie, everybody got the word of mouth out that this movie sucks, and it crashed and burned 80% in week 2. So that's at number 4. Number 3 is Smile, which still continues to make a lot of money. Smile's been out for like a month, and it only dropped 34%, just to give you a comparison of Halloween Ends to Smile. Number 2 is another debut. It's Ticket to Paradise, is the new George Clooney, Julia Roberts movie, rom-com. Ticket to Paradise came in at actually a better than expected $16 million to come in at number 2. And like we said, number 1 is Black Adam, coming in at $67 million. They were predicting it would come in about 60, so it overperformed, coming in at 67, and has made everybody quite happy. So I love that. And that is your box office. Let's switch gears as always, and we'll get into our news of the week. And we're going to start off with the new Creed 3 trailer. I don't know if this dropped right before I did last week's episode, so I wanted to touch on it again. This trailer is so good. It is so good. This is the directorial debut of Michael B. Jordan, by the way. No Sylvester Stallone. And I'm just like, yo, I don't know what we're going to get here. And then this trailer dropped, and I was blown away, man. Michael B. Jordan, Tessa Thompson, Jonathan Majors, who is just blowing up, right? We're going to talk about Jonathan Majors a little bit later. The first trailer for Creed 3 in theaters March 3rd, 2023. So 3/3/23. I love that for the third movie in the Creed. They definitely align that, right? This trailer is phenomenal. And seeing it, I saw it on the big screen before Black Adam in IMAX, and seeing that trailer on the big screen, next level. I'm so excited for this movie. Definitely one of my most anticipated films of next year at this point. Okay, so trucking along, Silent Hill's coming back. Can you believe it? Return to Silent Hill is a new movie that's been announced. I can't believe it. Silent Hill, the first movie, sucks. It didn't make no money. Somehow it got a sequel. The sequel sucks, didn't make no money, and somehow here we are in 2022, and we're announcing a third movie in the Silent Hill franchise? How? Who is watching these things? I don't know. It's very weird, but yes, Silent Hill, Return to Silent Hill is coming soon. That they have announced that it is going into production. We have the new trailer for Titans Season 4. Guys, I love the show Titans. Of course, this is the adult kind of version of Teen Titans, led by Nightwing along with Starfire and Beast Boy and Raven and so forth. I love this show. I've been a fan of the show since day one when it was back on the DC Universe app. And then that app crashed and they moved everything over to HBO Max. It's now an HBO Max original. Season 4 looks incredible, and I'm very, very excited. It comes out in about 2 weeks. The thing comes out next Friday, November 4th, over on HBO Max. So check out the trailer. This looks awesome. I'm very excited. We have the Season 2 trailer for The Sex Lives of College Girls, so you can check that out now. We got an article up with Ryan Coogler talking about Black Panther 2's original script before, of course, the tragic passing of Chadwick Boseman. So kind of interesting to hear his thought logic on that. We have the trailer for The People We Hate at the Wedding. This is a new Amazon raunchy comedy film that they did. And it actually looks pretty funny, man. I'll definitely be checking this one out on Prime Video when it drops. We also have the trailer for Christmas with You. I will not be watching this one, but this is a Freddie Prinze Jr. and Amy Garcia Netflix holiday rom-com. And I really like Amy Garcia, and Freddie Prinze is a cool dude. I just can't do it with these Christmas rom-coms, man. I'm sorry. We have the trailer for Three Pines, which is Alfred Molina in another Amazon Prime Video mystery series. So check out that trailer. Uza Aduba is set to lead Showtime's new mystery thriller miniseries, All Her Little Secrets. We have the Season 2 trailer for Slow Horses. This is the the Apple TV Plus show starring Gary Oldman, so it's coming back for Season 2. Did not watch Season 1, looked really, really boring. But yeah, Season 2 is on the way. Batman spin-off movies starring villains is in early development. Yes, why are we doing this? I don't know. Especially if these are going to be HBO Max movies, I kind of get it. If they're trying to go theatrical, slow your roll. You did one Batman movie, and now we're trying to branch off to all these villains. We already have the Penguin TV show coming to HBO Max. I don't want to go too deep into all this villain stuff. I mean, that's what the show Gotham was about, really. And I'm just like, pump your brakes. Let's do more Batman first before we go too crazy on the villains. But that's the rumor right now, is that they are working in early development on spin-offs with villains from the Batman. So we'll see where that goes. Netflix has dropped the first trailer for their Teletubbies reboot, like we needed that. James Gunn has pitched a mystery DC movie to Warner Brothers Discovery, and it sounds like they might be moving forward with that. The Zatanna movie that was going to happen at DC with J.J. Abrams is no longer happening. It was going to be an HBO Max original, but they have pulled the plug on that one. The CW's Riverdale has begun production on its final season. Simu Liu, who I really like, that's Shang-Chi, baby. He's set to lead a new adventure series for Prime Video called Seven Wonders. So sign me up. I'll definitely be involved in that. Babylon, which is the new movie starring Brad Pitt and Margot Robbie, it was going to be released in very, very limited theaters right before Christmas, and then a wide release in January. They've decided to bump it up, and it will go wide right before Christmas. So definitely trying to get this movie out there to the public, which is pretty cool. We have the trailer for Welcome to Chippendales. This is the new biopic about how Chippendales came to be, starring Kumail Nanjiani, who I really, really like. I don't know if I want to watch a show about Chippendales, but I did watch the trailer, and it looks intriguing. I just don't know if I want to sit through this whole story, but I like Kumail, and I'll probably watch it to support him. We have the new trailer for Diary of a Wimpy Kid, Roderick Rules. That's right, it's coming to Disney Plus on December 2nd. It's an animated movie, and you can check out the trailer right now. We have the trailer for Young Royals Season 2 coming soon to Netflix. We have the trailer for The Minute You Wake Up, which has Morgan Freeman investigating a shocking murder. This is another kind of straight to VOD movie, but a decent cast there. I always forget how to pronounce this guy's name. Dacre Montgomery from Stranger Things. He was also the Red Power Ranger in the most recent Power Rangers movie. And Vicky Creeps are set to star in a new ghost story called Went Up the Hill. Lakeith Stanfield and Omar Sy are set to star in a new film called The Book of Clarence. Michelle Monaghan is set to star alongside Mark Wahlberg in the upcoming action comedy The Family Plan. That sounds really fun. Walter Amada has officially stepped down as president of DC Films. Yes, I'm going to applaud that because Walter Hamada hasn't done shit to grow the DC universe. This guy has really dropped the ball, and I'm glad that the new ownership has been like, peace out. We're going to get someone else that really cares. So I love it. And we're going to get to more DC stuff. Don't worry. We're going to get there. Charlie Cox, incredibly grateful to reprise his Daredevil role. He says, man, this is the role of a lifetime, and he's just so happy to put the helmet back on. And that warms my heart because I love Daredevil. Nicolas Cage is set to take on ferocious creatures in a new survival thriller called Sand and Stones. Sign me up. Nicolas Cage fighting ferocious creatures? I'll be there, baby. Day one. I'll be there. We have the trailer for Echo 3, which is a new thriller series coming to Apple TV+. We have an article up with the Halloween Ends director defending his decisions for Michael Myers in the final movie of his trilogy. Good luck explaining, because the internet wants your head. The Crown, we have found out that the show will not show the car crash that killed Princess Diana. Netflix vows that they're not going to go into that. CBS has ordered full seasons for Fire Country, East New York, and So Help Me Todd. So 3 big shows there that have been given full season orders. You know, like we still got a lot of new shows that are rookies and waiting to find out their judgment going forward. And congratulations to these 3 shows. I was going to watch So Help Me Todd, but then my wife was like, I don't really want to watch it. And then I was kind of like, well, I don't think I want to waste the time if you don't. But glad to see it doing well. I don't watch actually any of these 3 shows, but congratulations. I always like to see shows succeed. Grey's Anatomy, Greg Gurman is set to return as Karachik. Forgive me if I said that name wrong. But yeah, he's coming back. We have 2 new judges coming for Hot Bench on season 9. The Sex and the City spinoff and Just Like That has cast Tony Danza as Shay Diaz's father in season 2. NFL's first ever Black Friday game is set to stream on Amazon Prime Video in 2023. Ashley Nicole Black has exited a Black Lady sketch show after 3 seasons. We got an article up with the She-Hulk head writer Jessica Gao talking about the season finale, Daredevil's return, and a whole bunch more. So if you'd like to know some behind-the-scenes stuff, check that out. Tamora Morrison has been cast as the King of Maui in Jason Momoa's new series, Chief of War. So great addition there. It's our Boba Fett, man, coming up with Jason Momoa, Chief of War. This fits perfectly. Of course, they're reuniting off Aquaman as well, too. Pretty cool. Pete Davidson's Bupkis has officially added Charlie Day, Kenan Thompson, and Ray Romano to the cast. I love it. This is a great cast. Hopefully the show is good. All right, let's see here what else we got. Heartbreak High has been renewed for season 2 over on Netflix. Christmas with You launches on Netflix November 17th. An undercover cop forms an intense and intimate relationship with a murder suspect while trying to earn his trust and elicit a confession. Joe Egerton and Sean Harris star in The Stranger, which is on Netflix. We talked about the Fluffy guy. Gabriel Iglesias' new Stadium Fluffy now streaming, so make sure you check that out. New Unsolved Mysteries Volume 3 now on Netflix, so check that out. Lots of new mysteries there. I'm excited about this next one, man. Jessica Chastain and Eddie Redmayne star in The Good Nurse, which premieres on October 26th. So tomorrow on Netflix. This one looks really good, based on a true story. Love Jessica Chastain. I think this one's going to be really, really good. We got some really cool new posters out, guys, for Titans and a whole bunch more. So make sure you check out our Instagram, because that's really where it goes down. Like I said, Titans Season 4 Part 1 debuts November 3rd on HBO Max. I believe Part 2 will come out in January. They're going to take a break for December, and that's when Doom Patrol will come back at that point. Dune: The Sisterhood is cast. The cast is expanded with 5 new series regulars. Nobody I think you'd really know, so the article's there if you would like to dig into it. John Wick director Chad Stahelski is going to helm a Black Samurai movie for Netflix. That should be really good, because if anybody knows action, it's him. Dead to Me's final season has added Garen Dillon as a reoccurring character. Always love when he pops up and stuff. The Safdie brothers' next movie with Adam Sandler has been distributed to Netflix. That's right. So it'll be a Netflix exclusive when it gets released. I really loved him doing Uncut Gems with the Safdie brothers, so I'm looking forward to what their next project will be. Peyton List is doing a new horror film called The Friendship Game. And so, yeah, there you go. It's an upcoming horror thriller. Of course, Peyton List from Cobra Kai. Maura Tierney has joined the cast of A24's Von Erich biopic, The Iron Claw, so great additional casting there. Agatha, Coven of Chaos, of course, the spinoff of WandaVision. Filming start date for the Disney Plus series is going to be winter 2023, which looks to be when it might debut, so they're going to start trying to film early 2023 to maybe get it out for the end of the year, so we'll see how that goes. The Equalizer 3 has officially added Dakota Fanning to the cast, as filming has begun on the sequel. This was rumored for quite some time that she was going to come back from the first movie, but this now confirmed 100% there. Nope is coming to Peacock. That's right. So Peacock continues to do the first run right out of theaters, and I love it. So good to hear that Nope will be streaming on Peacock soon. I believe it'll debut at some point in November. A Man Called Otto, this Tom Hanks new movie, and that we got the first trailer for that, so make sure you check that out. We also have the trailer for R.I.P.D. 2, the sequel absolutely nobody wanted or was expecting. That's right, R.I.P.D., of course, if you remember, was a big movie that ended up being a big flop with Ryan Reynolds and Jeff Bridges. It was horrible, and I love movies like that, but it was horrible. How the hell did an R.I.P.D. 2 get greenlit? But somehow it did. And there's a trailer, and it's horrible, and you can check it out right now. R.I.P.D. 2 Rise of the Damned. Jesus. There you go. Black Adam producers say they're looking to move forward with the sequel very quick. Of course, it took a long time to get the first Black Adam movie out, and he says they don't want you to wait. We want to strike while the iron's hot, and we're looking to move forward pretty quick. So I love that. They're also looking into JSA spinoffs, so let's do it, man. Let's build out the universe. Rachel Harris, I really like Rachel Harris when she pops up in things. She has joined the cast of Goosebumps, the live-action Disney Plus series that they're going to be doing. The Joker sequel has welcomed industry star Harry Lottie to the cast of the gritty sequel. Joel Kinnaman is set to star in a new thriller directed by Brad Anderson called The Silent Hour. Um, let's see here. Angelina Jolie is set to lead Pablo Larraín's Maria Callas biopic called Maria. Of course, that's something Angelina Jolie would do. It just sounds right when you hear it, right? That's what she would do for sure. Mariela Carriga has joined Mission Impossible 7 cast, which is crazy. It's crazy to hear casting on a movie that's already done filming and in the can. So I don't understand why sometimes they hold back on announcing stuff for some reason, but I don't know. We have some new character posters for Black Panther Wakanda Forever, so make sure you check that out. Ryan Johnson talks about Knives Out and the future of his Star Wars trilogy, so check a look at that if you're interested. The Rookie Feds has been picked up for a full season over at ABC, so congratulations there. That's always awesome. P Valley has been renewed for season 3 over on Stars. As We See It has been canceled after just one season on Prime Video. The Connors has added shameless vet William H. Macy for a season 5 guest stint. Don't know who he'll be yet, but he will be on a pretty little guest stint on The Connors coming up on its current season. The Conjuring 4 is in the works over at New Line with the writer from Aquaman 2. Yeah, we're looking to do more paranormal scares, hiring David Leslie Johnson McGoldrick to write The Conjuring 4, the next installment of the juggernaut $2 billion Conjuring universe. Patrick Wilson and Vera Farmiga have starred in the 3 previous movies. They're expected to reprise their roles, although no deals are currently set. So we'll see what happens there. Let me see here. So the first early box office forecast has come out for Black Panther Wakanda Forever, and if correct, the Marvel Studios and Disney movies should hunt down at least $175 million in its opening weekend in North America. 175. I actually think it'll beat that. I honestly think this movie will make more than 200 million opening weekend because Doctor Strange and the Multiverse of Madness made about 170, 180. I think Black Panther 2, a lot of people are going to be very curious to see what they do with this movie. I think it's going to hit 2. That's my guess. But yeah, tracking 175, man, not too shabby. Kiersey Clemens is set to lead a new drag comedy film called The Young King. Dumb Money, which is the big GameStop movie we've been talking about for many, many weeks, they just added America Ferrera to the cast. So she's awesome. Great addition there. Jamie Lee Curtis says The Haunted Mansion will balance laughs and scares. Looking forward to seeing some stuff from The Haunted Mansion. I think that's going to be pretty damn cool. Let me see here. Prophet, which is the Jake Gyllenhaal-led comic book movie, has officially landed a screenwriter. Kurt Johnston has been tapped to write the screenplay to the upcoming film adaptation of the comic book Prophet. So I'm looking forward to this, man. It just sounds really cool. So hopefully they come up with something nice. We have the new teaser trailer for Anne Rice's Mayfair Witches, which comes out next year on AMC and AMC Plus. Of course, it has my girl Alexandra Daddario, so I will definitely be watching. Um, for sure, man, for sure. Let's see here. Star Wars, man. We're moving forward with some more Star Wars. We finally got some news that a new Star Wars movie is in the works from Damon Lindelof and the Miss Marvel director Sharmeen Obad Chinoy. From what I'm hearing, this movie will actually take place after the events of Rise of Skywalker. So it's not a part of the Skywalker trilogy at all, but it takes place in that timeline just after the fact, which means, they said the door is open to maybe bring back some of those characters if they do find the need to, but it's not necessarily a sequel to the Rise of Skywalker. So just to give you a timeline aspect, because we're jumping all over the place with Star Wars lately, but nice stuff here, man. Did not see this coming. We haven't heard any rumors about this. Supposedly the next Star Wars thing was supposed to be Taika Waititi's. So I don't know. This came out of left field, but just glad to see that we're going to get back to the big screen with Star Wars because that's what we need. Like I said, Ticket to Paradise scored a better than projected 16.3 million at the box office. Older audiences were especially charmed. Nearly 50% of ticket buyers were 45 or older, and 64% were above the age of 35. So there you go there. Like I said, Black Adam then topped over 150 mil at the global box office. Um, so we got a really cool video that came out yesterday on Instagram, and it came from Henry Cavill's Instagram himself. And this was pretty damn awesome because you know me, if you've been listening to my show for any amount of time, my favorite superhero of all time is Superman. I love Superman. And my favorite iteration has been Henry Cavill. Man of Steel is one of my all-time favorite movies. I have loved BVS. I love the Zack Snyder Justice League. I love Henry Cavill in this role. But it's been pretty dormant since Justice League. We haven't seen him. We haven't heard any rumors. We haven't gotten anything. Well, yesterday, I get a nice surprise, a nice little video from Henry Cavill himself announcing that he is officially back as Superman. The Man of Steel has returned. And he says, he's back for some big stuff. He's excited for what the future brings. He thanked everybody for their patience. And I just love that he said, I wanted you guys to hear it from me directly. Thank you to the fans for making it happen. And I am back as Superman. And it makes me so happy to hear because he's my Superman, dude. He's my Superman. And I absolutely love it.
Everyone, I wanted to wait until the weekend. So much to on the shows. Let's make it official. Sort of Black Adam, just for now, it's all twice. No offense. So, there's lots of factors. I guess that's fine. I want to thank you, first of all. Thank you for your support and thank you for
Yeah, that's right. That is exactly what the video was. Hopefully, you guys could hear it. Sometimes when I try to throw in audio, for some reason, it like my noise cancellation takes it out. So hopefully that wasn't just 50 seconds of dead air. But basically, that was the video with Henry Cavill announcing his official return, and it's pretty damn awesome. So, welcome back, sir. We missed you, and we love you. Now, following that announcement was also the presents kept on coming because Marvel dropped the first official trailer for Ant-Man and the Wasp: Quantumania. So this is the third movie in the Ant-Man franchise. It comes out February 17th, 2023. It's awesome, man. Everybody's back. They get sucked into the quantum realm. There's some crazy shit going on. And then we get King the Conqueror, baby. That's right, Jonathan Majors. This is a great first trailer. I'm excited to see where we go. This movie's only a couple months away. It's next up, man. After Black Panther, this is the kickoff to Phase 5. So check out the trailer for Ant-Man and the Wasp: Quantumania if you haven't seen it yet. We have the new poster up on our Instagram as well, and it looks awesome. I want to shout out my boy Brogy Narek. He had me on his show this past Sunday afternoon talking Black Adam as well. So another plug there, and I appreciate the invite. Got with him and a couple other guests, and we broke down Black Adam. So even though I have my own spoiler review, I want to shout out Brogy and thank him for inviting me on to talk some Black Adam with him and his crew as well. Okay, so let's keep it trucking along. Jigsaw. We know we have another Saw movie coming, and it was announced that Tobin Bell is set to return as Jigsaw for the next Saw film. How? How? What are we doing here, man? This dude died like 5 movies ago. I don't get it. I don't understand. But you know what? It's Saw, and anything could happen, and I'm down with it. I don't care. Just give me some cool kills. That's all I want from a Saw movie. So, welcome back, Tobin Bell. Would you like to play a game? So I'm ready for it, baby. We have the season 4 teaser for Succession, so check that out if you're interested. We talked earlier about the Iron Claw, which is the new A24 wrestling drama, and they just added Lily James to the cast. I love Lily James, so I told you, man, they're stacking the cast on this thing, and it's awesome. So great addition there. Um, let's see here. Doctor Who, we have a new teaser trailer which previews 3 specials for 2023 featuring David Tennant. So very interesting there. Red One, which is the new Dwayne The Rock Johnson holiday film. We already know Chris Evans is going to be in it with them, and they just added Nick Kroll to the cast. I love Nick Kroll. He's always a great comedy relief, always a great addition to things, and I love it, man. So Nick Kroll joining Chris Evans and Dwayne Johnson. I think Lucy Liu's in this as well too. So hell yeah, let's go, baby. Red One. The Flash has officially added Batwoman's Javisa Leslie to the final season cast. But wait, who is she playing? Oh, I can't tell you. You could read the article, though, if you want to find out. It's not Batwoman. So, kind of cool to see her brought back, though. Of course, Batwoman was canceled. So, it'd be cool to see her reprise some sort of role in the Flash final season. Netflix's new animated comedy Bad Crimes, which was going to have Nicole Byer and Lauren Lapkus, has been canceled midway through production. Ooh, that's never a good sign. I don't know what happened, but canceled midway through. Apple TV Plus increasing subscription price for the first time since it launched in 2019. Used to be $4.99 a month. Now it's $5.99. Oh my God, what are we gonna do? What are we gonna do? I should cancel right now. How dare they raise it $1? It's funny to look on Twitter and see the amount of people losing their mind over $1 increase. I'm canceling this right now. Guys, every single service has been increasing their price. It's inflation. As the years go on, as minimum wage goes up, nobody's going to keep their stuff at the same rate. Just get with it. $1 is nothing to bitch about. In some sad news, Leslie Jordan of Will and Grace and Call Me Kat most recently, dead at the age of 67. He was in a car crash yesterday. And they don't know it. The thought logic is that he might have suffered some kind of medical emergency and then crashed his car. And they don't know if he died from the accident or if he died from whatever medical emergency happened. Of course, there's no further news really on it other than that when the police got there, he was already dead. Very sad. I know some of you might not even know his name off the top of your head, but if you saw him, you would know who he is. Sweet little man. Always very, very funny, always in very big comedic roles, and a very likable guy. So very sad to see this news happen. Of course, like I said, he is currently on the show Call Me Kat, which has officially paused production in the wake of his death. So everything is paused on Call Me Kat, which is currently filming its 3rd season. So very, very sad. Rooney Mara and Joaquin Phoenix are set to star in a new period film about jealousy, betrayal, and murder in paradise. Um, let's see here. We already talked about that. We already talked about that. We already talked about that. Um, let's see here. I love this too. So I talked to you about Henry Cavill coming back as Superman, and The Rock retweeted that video a couple hours ago, and he wrote, "We fought for years to bring you back. They always said no. But to Danny Garcia, Hiram Garcia, and myself, no was not an option. We can't build out our DCEU without the world's greatest superhero, and fans will always come first. Welcome home, and I'll see you down the road. Black Adam." I love it. I love it. I love it. I love it. I love that The Rock and his manager and his producing partners all went to Warner Brothers and said, "We need Superman, and we want it to be Henry Cavill." Thank you for fighting this fight. I don't know why Warner Brothers would have ever said no, especially so many times. It's stupid. This is what the fans wanted. Listen to the fans. Thank you, Rock. Thank you for listening to the fans because we appreciate it. All right, guys. So a couple big things. So like I said, this is basically where the news would have cut off. But today we got a couple really cool things. This morning, Marvel dropped more goodness on us. I didn't think after yesterday just giving us Quantumania, today we got a little treat. The first teaser trailer for the Guardians of the Galaxy holiday special. That's right. This is coming to Disney Plus in November. I thought this was going to be right around Christmas time. We're getting it about a month early, November 25th. November 25th on Disney Plus, the Guardians of the Galaxy holiday special is coming, directed by James Gunn. This trailer is awesome. It is so good. I've watched it multiple times. I cannot wait to see this special. It's coming, man. It's coming. Now, keep it in line with James Gunn. Here's the bigger news. It was announced today that James Gunn, along with producer Peter Safran, they are set to lead the film, TV, and animation division over at DC Films. The duo will report directly to David Zaslav and will assume the titles of co-chairs and co-CEOs of DC Studios. Yes, James Gunn is basically the new Kevin Feige of the DC universe. Wow. Did not see this coming. James loves working with DC. Of course, he did the Suicide Squad. He did Peacemaker. He's been pitching mystery projects. He's been talking about doing more Harley Quinn with Margot Robbie. He's going to get to do all of it now because he's the dude. He's the dude. So he's going to wrap up with Guardians 3 and Marvel, and then he's DC, baby, all the way. These guys officially take over November 1st. Peter Safran, I've heard of the name before. He's a big producer. So I love that it's kind of a co-thing, right? You have the James Gunn, who's a director and a writer and a visionary, and then you have Peter Safran, who's the producer, and he's worked on multiple projects, and it can kind of look long term from a studio perspective. This works. It works. We have our Kevin Feige of DC, and I can't believe it's James Gunn. It is so awesome. James Gunn said, our commitment to Superman, Batman, Wonder Woman, Aquaman, Harley Quinn is only equaled by our commitment to the wonder of human possibility these characters represent, said James Gunn and Peter Safran in a combined statement. The hierarchy of power in the DC universe really is changing. Filmmaker James Gunn and producer Peter Safran have been tapped to lead DC's film, TV, and animation efforts as co-chairs and co-CEOs of DC Studios, a new division that will replace DC Films. DC Studios, baby. And the rumor is that it's no longer the DCU, it will just be the DCU, the DC universe, baby. That's it. The DCU. Gonna have to get used to that. I haven't seen the official thing from James Gunn yet talking about that, but that's another rumor I kind of just saw floating around. So like I said, I didn't want to hold off on that till next week's show. The James Gunn stuff and the Guardians trailer just dropped today, a couple hours ago. It's fresh, it's hot off the presses, and I was like, I gotta talk about that. So what a way to end the show. That's what I got for you guys. That is the end of our podcast, and we're coming in right under that 45-minute mark. It's beautiful, and I thank you so much for joining me once again to bring you the latest and the greatest in entertainment news. Once again, go listen to the Am I Still in the Air Black Adam spoiler review. You're really going to like it. Video form on YouTube, audio form right here on the podcast feed. AmIOnTheAir.com is our official website. You can find everything there. Links to the YouTube, links to the podcast, links to all the socials, AmIOnTheAir.com. Like us on Facebook at facebook.com/AmIOnTheAir. Follow us on Twitter at AmIOnTheAir. Follow me on Twitter at DXDonMega. Make sure you subscribe to us on Apple Podcasts. Leave us a 5-star review. I'd really appreciate it. If Apple's not your thing, get us on Spotify. Leave us a 5-star review on Spotify. Listen to us on Amazon Music, Pandora, a Spreaker, Stitcher, TuneIn, Google Podcasts. We're on everything, guys. Make sure you subscribe wherever you like. And of course, get us on YouTube, get us on Instagram, get us on TikTok. Just search Am I on the Air? I want to thank our great affiliates at reddragonsradio.com. Follow on Twitter at reddragonsradio. Our other affiliate at Pop Culture Pros. Follow on Twitter at popculture_pros. Thank you guys so much for always streaming our show on demand. And thank you, the fans, for always listening to the show every single week and keeping us coming back for more. I really appreciate you. Have an amazing week. I'll be back next week, hopefully back on Monday, and we'll bring you again the latest and the greatest in entertainment news. So take care of yourselves and each other. And until next time, y'all, peace.
Bye, everybody. Thank you for listening.
Red Dragon!
Red Dragon!